Hi guys, this is Amanda Whitney. I'm coming to you today to do a tutorial on how to do paint pouring in a cost-effective way for beginners. So if you're not a beginner, this is going to be a long video. I recommend that you watch through, but if you are a beginner, this is going to give you like the basic knowledge on how to do paint pouring, have fun with paint pouring, but in as cheapest way as possible. So what are you going to pour on and what are you going to pour with? So, as you can see, this is canvases. This is 8x10s. 8x10s are your cheapest canvases to buy. I recommend that you get them from Amazon or at Hobby Lobby or Michael's only when they're on sale. So they're $20 regular. You can get 8x10s, you get 10 of them. Other sizes you get 5 to 7 to 6 to 8 depending on the size of them. They run $20 to $19.99. But every other week or so, either Michael's or Hobby Lobby or both of them will put them on sale for 50% off. So you can get them for $10 if you look for the sales. If you don't look for the sales, then you're going to spend $20, and I wouldn't recommend that. It's not cost effective. Amazon sells them, so between 10 and 11. If you can find anything on Amazon for under $11, that's a good deal. If they're 8x10s or bigger, if they make the smaller sizes for smaller. Okay, so if this is your first time pouring and you're just a beginner, canvases can get expensive. Also, when you're a beginner, you really don't have your technique down and you're working on trying to master it, and you're also going to be working on letting go and letting the paint flow. So the more you try to control pouring, the more frustrated you're going to get with it. I recommend that if you're starting off and you're going to start pouring, that you go to your local tool store, Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever's in your area. They sell, this is a 4x4 tile. A box of these, of 100 of them, are $8. So when you're beginning and you're just starting off and you're trying to figure out your technique and you're trying to figure out what you like, how you like to do it, do the tiles. You can do some canvases, but only a few. But do a lot of tiles to get your technique out. So these are 4x4. They also sell them in 6x6, which gets a little bigger. The 6x6 for like 69 cents a piece. But I'll buy a box of these, which cost me $8 in my area. So I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. So it might be a little bit different in your area, but in my area, they're only $8 for 100. So paints. What kind of paints can you choose to pour with? Anything that's acrylic, you can pour with. So craft paint, acrylic. Artistry paint, acrylic. Even household paint from your Home Depot and that, is acrylic. So when you start off and you're on a budget, you're gonna want to start with some craft paint. This just came from Walmart. This is just your apple barrel craft paint. It's a $2.50 for a big one, 50 cents for a little one. Hobby Lobby's, Michael's will have sales on their crafts paints, and you can get those at that place for cheaper than Walmart. But there's usually a Walmart near everybody if they're going to start doing stuff. Now, artistry paint. The cheapest artistry paint that I can find usually is Artist Loft. So this is Artist Loft in a 4 ounce, and then this is Artist Loft Pour Acrylic. Now, Michael's and Hobby Lobby will put these on sale too. When they're on sale, purchase them from them. If they're not on sale, it's not worth your money if you're just starting out. Also, learn how to mix paints and don't buy every shade imaginable that are there. So if you get a dark purple and some white, you can make a light purple. If you get a dark blue and some white, you can make a light blue. Reds, blues make purple, blues and yellows make green. Mixing hot paint will save you money in this process too. I'm going to show you a pour, some basic pours, a flip cup and a dirty pour with your craft paint. Now, The next question you always get is, what is your pouring medium? My pouring medium is a 1-to-1 Elmer's Glue All and Floetrol. That's what I choose. That's what I like. There's tons of YouTube videos out there on how to mix up a medium, and there's tons of mediums that are already mixed. They can be very expensive. So, Floetrol. Floetrol you can find on Amazon, or you can find at your local Home Depot. A gallon of Floetrol in my Home Depot costs $14. Glue All on Amazon, I can get 2 gallons for $22, so that's like $11 a piece. I haven't found them in store cheaper than that. Oh, I would give you that recommendation. So I mix my medium in a shaker bottle. So this is a Walmart shaker bottle, $4. It comes with a ball in it. It has little measurements on it, which I don't know if you can see. And so I do 400% Floetrol and 400% Glue All, and then I shake it up with the ball that's in this thing. Floetrol clumps up. It has something in it that makes little clumpy things. So when you're using Floetrol, you really need to shake good before you pour. If you're just starting out and you're just going to do one painting at a time, don't mix a whole bunch of medium. But if you like me and you paint every day or every other day and you're mixing paints in a big amount, then you need something to mix a big amount in. So I choose this bottle. You can choose any bottle. It's just easier if you're going to do it. If you're just doing Floetrol, you don't need a mixer bottle. If you're just doing Glue All, you don't need a mixer bottle, because you can do either one of those by themselves with just water. So like everybody has a preference of what they're going to use. So, and everybody figures a way to do their preference. So I did a 4-panel mixer, and so I did just Floetrol, just glue, 50% Floetrol, 25% Floetrol, and I seen what I liked, and I like the 50-50. They mix better than I like any of them. Floetrol, this is what it looks like with just Floetrol and water. Floetrol and water looks great. If that's your preference, so be it. If glue is just your preference, this is a warning. Do you see these little bubbles? When you're doing glue, you need to make sure you heat it up good and get the air bubbles out, because the glue's thick, and when you're mixing, you have to mix vigorously. And so when you're mixing vigorously, it makes air in your mixture. When you're mixing vigorously, those air bubbles are hard to come out. Even though I add alcohol to my mixture, if you don't heat it up enough to make sure all the air bubbles pop, you get these bumpy systems that come through, and sometimes they'll break through and make a full open hole in your painting. Just be aware, if you're going to do just glue, you need to make sure you have a torch. This cost me $14 on Amazon. At Home Depot, it'll cost you like $32, so do not buy it from Home Depot. Get it from Amazon. It's only $14. If you're using glue, you don't need a torch if you like textures. You don't need a torch if you have a problem with chemicals mixing with heat. You don't need a torch if you don't want to get your air bubbles and that out. You can use this, you can use a hairdryer, you can use a heat gun, but to make cells and to get reactions to happen, using a torch makes that happen easier.
Hi guys, this is Amanda again. This video got really long, over an hour, so I decided to divide it into 3 parts. So if you like what you've seen so far, if I'm helping you out in learning, please continue to part 2. I will leave a description in the bottom of this video how to get to part 2. Also, you can go to my page to find part 2 and part 3. And so I hope to see you there. Y'all have a blessed day.